How you doing, fellas? Welcome back to our conversation on how to defeat lust. I shared a lot of tactics, a lot of advice. Now I feel I should just say recognize. Recognize how disgusting of an act masturbation is. Recognize how disgusting it is to actually look at someone with lust in your heart, to undress someone with your eyes, to undress someone with your heart. Understand how truly disgusting that is, right? How would you feel if you knew that someone was looking at your mother, your sister, your grandmother with lust? How would you feel if someone pictured them naked in their eyes? How would you feel? We're all God's creation, right? We were all made in the image of God. To be looking at His creation with such a lustful and twisted heart posture, it's disgusting. It's all just disgusting. That's something that I was doing. I was telling myself every time, no, I don't do this. No, I don't do that anymore. It's so disgusting. I can't do that. It's disgusting. Even though that I have been doing it for years or so, I try my best to convince myself how disgusting it actually is. Now, I could only tell you guys the things that I've done to make it work. I said, you have to trust in the Lord, but you also have to recognize that this act is just nasty. It's polluted. It's wicked. It's evil. It's really evil to look at God's creation and pervert it in your mind and inside your heart, you know? For a few weeks now, I've been trying to get out here to have this conversation with you, and it's been feeling like I have nothing to say. I feel like I said all I could say, because it's really up to you to dive into the Word, to put your trust into the Lord, and to ask the Lord to restore your heart and restore your mind and transform you. It's up to you. It's not up to me. It's not up to your friends. It's not up to your church. It's not up to anyone. You, my friend, have to pick up your cross. I want to read a verse or two for you. This is Matthew 7, verse 7 through 8. It says, "Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, the door will be opened." Brothers, seek the Lord, seek the truth, seek His love, seek the Lord our God. The last time I tried to come out here and talk with you guys, right, I had to pray. I had to rebuke temptation. I had to rebuke lustful behavior. On my way to the park, I couldn't see, but I saw something going on in the distance, right? But as I got closer to the park, I saw a young lady standing on top of the car. I couldn't tell what she was doing, but as I got closer, it dawned on me what she was doing. What that lady was doing, she was dancing in a very, very provocative way. A very provocative way. And I instantly turned my head and I prayed that the Lord protects my eyes and He give me new eyes and protect my heart so that I do not fall to lust and I do not betray my wife in these adulterous ways. Some of you have to understand that you do have free will. Some of you have to understand that this thing called lust, you have full control over. You have full control over if you flee or not. I know sometimes it's hard. I know sometimes the temptations are high. The urges are just raging. But some of you are married. Some of you are in relationships. Fall into fornication, fall into lust. You're not only betraying the Lord, you're not only betraying yourself, but you're betraying your relationship. Let that sink in. You are in adultery. You're betraying your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever. You're betraying them by looking at someone else with lust, by fornicating. Understand how disgusting that is. Understand how disgusting it is physically, mentally, and physically. I know a handful of people, including myself, I'm guilty of this myself, back when I was falling to this sin. A handful of people will masturbate or fornicate and use the same hand that they committed these sins with and shake the hands of their friends. understand how disgusting it is. You don't only want to just stop masturbating, you need to stop masturbating. You need to stop falling to sin. Galatians 5, verse 7, it says, "You are running a good race. Who cut in on you to keep you from obeying the truth? That kind of persuasion does not come from the one who calls you." The next time you feel in these temptations and urges to betray your relationship, betray yourself, and above all, betray the Lord, it's not the Lord. These feelings that you have are not of the Lord. This is you falling to the hands of the devil. These are you falling to the devil's lies, his whispers. Me, myself, I understand how hard it is, but in a broader view, I also understand how easy and simple it is to just get up and flee. Do not betray your lovers. Do not betray yourself. Do not betray the Lord our God by falling to lust. I know this conversation can be a little convicting, frustrating to hear, but as we come to an end of this conversation on how to defeat lust, I just feel I have to be 100% real at heart and love. I have to be honest. I have to be firm. I have to tell you the truth. These are all things that I told myself. Now I tell you, because I care and because I love you. I don't want to see anybody thrown into the lake of fire. I don't want to see anybody in a marriage or anybody in a relationship betraying their lover, their wife, their girlfriend, because they keep watching porn, because they keep masturbating. Understand, when you're watching porn and when you're masturbating, right? You're looking at someone else that's not your girlfriend or your wife. And you're saying in your heart and in your mind that this woman satisfies you more than your wife or your girlfriend. This woman, this creature that God created, is just a piece of meat that I can use to satisfy myself. I understand how disgusting it is, seriously, because it's that serious. I'm glad that we got a chance to talk, and I do apologize that this conversation was a little convicting for a lot of you out there. I just pray that throughout this whole conversation, a seed is planted in you, and that seed can be watered by the Lord our God, and that seed sprouts, and that you, my friend, are on fire for the Lord, and that you can repent from lust, that you turn away from lust. I pray with my heart, I do, because like I said in our previous conversation, I understand. I understand what it feels like to be fighting this. I understand. Now, with all this information, brother, with all the advice I give you, with all the advice others give you, with the convictions, with the words of the Lord, you know what to do. So get to it.